Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? I hope you're feeling fine. And welcome to our yoga practice. Today we will try to open our hearts a little bit, maybe feel a little calmer, because I know tests are coming, things are gonna get difficult. But when we are calmer, we're not feeling that anxious, then we can perform better, right? And this practice is fun for all of you who are out there. If you're students, kids, year 1, year 9, kindergarten, or if you're a mommy or daddy watching, families, teachers and coordinators who are also watching, this practice is fun to all of you. So I hope you enjoy. And today we're gonna really feel our bodies, feel where we are at today, really. So if I make a pose and if it's uncomfortable, it's not okay, please don't do it, all right? It's all about listening to ourselves today. So let's get started. Let's stand up. Today we'll start standing up. And we're going to start with something simple, all right? We're going to cross our fingers like this, palms out, and put it up. Put it up, stretch, stretch, stretch. Feel your back, feel your arms. You may even feel your legs. You stand on tiptoes. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then come a little bit to the right. Paying attention to your breath. Breathing in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Feeling nice, feeling good. Come back to the center and let it go. Shake a little bit, right? Feel your arms. And this time, let me show you, we are going to cross our fingers. But every time we cross our fingers, we tend to do it the very same way. We always put the same finger on top. So what we're going to do, we're going to change. The finger that is below is going to the top, like this. It's going to feel strange, and that's exactly what we want, right? So we put it up again. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And now come to the left. Let's feel where we are today. This is just the first part of our practice, so there's no need to rush. There is no need to force yourself. Just do what's comfortable. Come back up. And let it go again. Woo! Now let's play a little bit with our balances. Let's try. Let me show what we're going to do. We're going to do 3 poles. We're going to be at 3 now. So here we have 3 options. Put your toes to the floor like this, touching the floor, and we try to balance here. Maybe lower legs, you put a little bit higher. Or maybe upper legs, then you can use your hands to help you. Put your toes here. Just please don't put your foot over your knee because you could get hurt, right? So we are on the floor, lower leg or upper leg. And put your hands together in front of your chest and we will try to balance. Right? Let's try to play here a little bit. We may fall down, right? Sometimes we fall down, that's okay. Just like in life, if we fall down, we try, we get up and try again. No big deal. And if this is a bit too easy for you, try to put your hands up and up and up. Really as if you were a tree, the top of a tree. And see if you can keep your balance here. Good. Can you keep this balance? Can you keep the balance while you are breathing? Makes it a little difficult. And let it go. Arms and legs. Woo. Just play around a little bit with your legs. Put them up, put them down. And now we are trying with the other side. So again, we can be here on the floor, lower legs, or if a little help of our hands, upper legs. We will try to stand to create the balance and hands in front of the chest. Because when our hands are like this, then they are not helping us to balance, We're just here, creating a safe space, creating balance. Good. And this may be a little difficult. Don't forget to breathe. And if this is easy, putting hands up and opening your tree. Open up, open up. Notice if this side is a little bit more difficult than the other. Maybe it is. So this is normal. One side is more difficult than the other. Then as you breathe out, let it go. So let our leg go. Let's play around a little bit. And for our next pose, with a hop, try to open up your legs, like this. And we will try with our hands to reach the floor, all right? But once again, if this is not comfortable, we can stay here, we can stay here, we can touch our toes, or even touch the floor. And the upper part of our body, our arms, our head, let it rest, all right? You don't really need to use it. Use your legs and your core and your belly. And you don't need to use your arms and your head. They're relaxed. We can nod no. We can shake yes. And try to take a second to scan your body. Remember, it's Mindfulness Week, so let's be mindful about our bodies, about where we are today. Feel what's difficult here, or if it's not too difficult, because sometimes the poses are easier than we think they are. And the next time you breathe out, try to go just a little bit deeper and let it go. Stand up, and together with a hop, put feet together. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's play around a little bit, letting hands go, letting her go. We open up again, but this time we are going to put this little bit out. Can you see? My toes right here, they are facing the other side. And we will bend this knee like this. And then we will open our arms. They are the same level of our shoulders, like a big line that comes and goes. And we try to stay here a little while. This pose, you may feel your legs. You may feel your arms. It's not that easy to stay with your arms like this. And if this is uncomfortable, shake it a little bit. And then we try, come back. And next time you breathe in, we are going to face the side of our bent knees. Now come teach your feet like this. And try to put your hands up. Woo. Here it's a bit more difficult. If this balance is difficult, you can touch the wall or touch a furniture or even put your knee down, all right? You can try to do this right here because I know we just had lunch, right? Our bellies are full. It makes it a little bit more difficult. And we will try to look up. Look a little bit to the sky or to the ceiling. And next time you breathe in, we let it go. Facing front again. And this time we're gonna go down with our shoulders again. But we're not using our hands anymore. Now we're going to use our own balance. So we cross our fingers, but we're gonna cross them behind our backs like this. And then we will try to come down like this. If you're next to a wall, you can use a wall to help you with your balance. Then try coming a little bit out of it. Check if this pose is more difficult than the other, or if it's easier, maybe it's easier. Be careful not to hurt your shoulders or your arms. Don't force it. We're not trying to force anything here. We're doing what's comfortable. Next time you'll breathe out, go just a little bit deeper. And then let it go. Ooh, come back up. And now we are going to do that same pose, but for that side. So this time, this foot will come out. I will bend the knee and open up my arms. This is warrior pose. So you're like a warrior going out for a hunt. Try to hold your arms a little bit longer than you did in the last pose. And don't forget to breathe. Are you breathing? Because if we don't breathe, the pose will only get harder. In and out. And then we're going to look to that side with our whole bodies. So hands up. Knees bent. Maybe you are on the floor. That's okay if it's where you are today. But if you can be like this, you be. And let's look up. Look to the ceiling. Or to the sky if you are outside. See how much of your balance you can keep. Check if this side's harder than the last one. Because maybe it's harder, right? Or it's easier. And then we let it go. Coming to the front again. Hard, right? It's hot. Today it's going to be hard. So we're going to sit down. But first, we put our feet together. And we will pretend that we are sitting down. Just to put a little effort to make us sit stronger, we will bend our knees, go down with our hips like this. As if we were sitting on a chair, but then we don't. Stop here. And try to put your hands up. If this is difficult, once again, you can sit down, rest. But first, let's try to be here just a little bit. Go, go, go. Just a little more. Don't forget to breathe. Come on, you got this. You can do it. And let it go. Ooh. Head down, arms down, everything's soft. We cannot no, we can shake yes. And we will sit down, but we will going to sit like this. We're going to sit on our feet. All right? Be careful with your back, head over heart, heart over pelvis. And we will wake our feet up. Because we haven't been walking around a lot, right? We can even balance a little bit to one side, a little bit to the other, rocking side to side. Having fun, experimenting. Remember, yoga is about having fun. Don't be too judgmental on yourself. Today we're choosing to feel good, to calm our hearts. And now you can sit down. We sit down like this on our foot. And now we're going to wake our arms up, all right? And here, once again, we have two options for us to try. We can touch our elbows like this. Each hand touching the opposite elbow, and we hold here. When we do this, we are opening our chests. Let me show you. We are opening our chests. Good. Or, if this is too easy, we can put our hands together and put them up like this. You may feel a little crack on your shoulder. It's okay, it's normal. It's our arms waking up. Every time I do this, I hear a little crack. Hands together. Take a deep breath. In Now, choosing ourselves, choosing to be where we are today, not anywhere else. What's in the present moment, and let it go. All right. So our arms woke up, our feet woke up, and we're going to sit here like this, crisscross. And while we are here now, we're going to wake all this part of our chest and our backs, and we are going to do it like this. One hand, it's going to cross in front of us, and then twist all the way. We are looking not to the side, but behind, all right? Look behind. And try to take deep breaths in and out. And as we breathe, we can breathe out through the nose or through the mouth. You choose. But as we breathe in, try to breathe through your nose, all right? Breathe in, and we come back. And now we are going to the other side. So we are crossing hands in front of our chest. Hold your knee, and the other arm will go behind you, and you look back. Look back, see what's behind us. Stretching neck, stretching back, stretching belly, stretching all the upper body. And next time we breathe in, come back to the center. All right, and as we are already here, let's try to stretch this side here a little bit, right? So I keep one foot in, the other one comes out, and with my hands I will try to touch my toes. If you cannot touch your toes, you can touch your thighs, lower legs, maybe your ankle. Remember, we are creating space, and someday you're gonna get your toes. You just need to be patient. And if you can touch your toes, if this is easy, then you can try to touch your toes with the other arm. It's gonna go all the way around, and you touch like this. And we look to the front. You can feel all the side here stretching. But remember to not overdo it, because it's not what we want. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And let it go. Come back. And now we will try for the other side, okay? So we close this leg. We open the other one. And we will come down using our fingers, our hands. We're gonna try to touch our toes. Thighs, our lower legs, our ankle, our toes, or maybe even the other arm touching our toes. What feels most comfortable for you? But it's not comfortable to the point where we can sleep. Let's take a little bit of effort at least. Breathing, breathing. And next time you're breathing, we let it go. And now we will try to touch both toes at once. How can we do this? You put your leg like this in front of you. And once again, we start here, upper legs, and we will try to melt as if we were an ice cream. Melt. Our hands go. Our chest comes down. Our forehead comes towards our knees. And we will try to touch toes. A little bit of effort. And a little bit comfortable. It's a mix of those. Because it's not good for you to be making an effort all the time. But it's also not good if you're feeling comfortable all the time, because we get lazy. Next time we breathe out, try to go just a little bit deeper. Just a little bit. Remember, we are creating this space. We're not invading, we are creating. Feel all the stretch behind your legs. The next time you breathe in, come back up again. And as we are here, we will try to play with our balance a little bit. How can we do this? My knees are pointing up, feet to the floor, my hips on the floor, and I can stay here, no problem. Just with my toes touching the floor, ballerina foot, and I put my hands under my knees, and I can stay here. Teacher, if you want a little bit more of adventure, maybe, so we can try to put our legs up and try to balance. Can you balance like this? Teacher, but too easy. No, too easy. All right, so let your hands go in front of you. And here we stay. We may even shake a little bit. Our legs will be like this because we're making a lot of effort. But that's what we're working towards. Let's try just a little bit longer. Come on, you got this, you can do it. And next time we breathe out, we can put it closer here. We will try to slowly, all right? Let's try as slow as you can to come down like this. Slow, slow, slow. Be strong, you got this. And laying down. You're doing an amazing job. We are almost finishing, just a little bit more, right? We have 3 more poses. Then we can call it a day. For our next one, we also have 2 options. Just like in both poses, knees are up, feet to the floor. I will put my hands to the side like this. And I will try to bring my hips and my belly up. Like this. And we can try to stay here. I know, because I saw some of you at school doing this. I know, because I've seen you doing this at school, right? If you can do this, if this is okay for you, then you can try. How can we do this? We put our hands beside our head with our fingers pointing to the foot. We will first put our head to the floor, and then with time we will create the strength to come up. But teacher, this is too much for me. It's not working. Don't worry, hands to the side, and we put belly up. And with time, we will create the strength that we need to make the wheel pose. That's the wheel pose. This is the bridge. So stay here. If this is too easy, but wheel is too difficult and you want to try a little bit more, we can try to put our legs up, right? One at a time. And we'll see where it goes. And next time we'll breathe out. Letting the hips to the floor. And just one more pose, then we also have 2 options, right? If this is difficult, if you're feeling super tired, you can put your legs up the wall. My hips are touching the wall as well. All my lower body, it's like we are sitting on a wall. My feet are not ballerina like this. Right, they are clown feet. And we rest. You can close your eyes and rest here. Teacher feels so boring. I want more action. All right, so here's what we can do. We can try to do that same thing, but no wall. We can try to put our legs up. We can use our hands to help with our backs and try to put legs up like this. And then here we can use clown foot or ballerina foot, your choice. And then we are gonna try to keep the balance. Right? Maybe you cannot stay here. It's okay if you want to come down and try again. Maybe even touch here behind you. Or even stay here as far as you can. And bring this candle pose. I look like a candle. With the fire on our feet. Whew. And let it go. We come down slowly. We always come down slowly so I don't get hurt. And finally, to our last pose. We let it go. We're just going to relax a little bit. Today we paid a lot of attention to our bodies, what is difficult and what is easy, what we can do, what we can feel. And now we relaxing toes and feet, fingers and hands, arms and legs, shoulders down, my neck's relaxed. And now we're going to be mindful and pay attention where our heads are at. Because sometimes, I wouldn't say sometimes, most of the times we're not in the present moment. We are either thinking about the past, all the things we should have done that could have been different. And sometimes we are thinking about the future. We're thinking, I'm staying here, laying down, breathing. What a waste of time. I should be studying, I should be working. You think of all the things you need to do. But you're here choosing yourself, choosing to feel comfortable, to relax. And those things will be there when we finish here. So pay close attention to your mind. Try to stay in the present, on the floor, laying down, your body relaxed. And just for us to finish, put a hand to the chest, one hand to your belly. And we're doing the ocean breath. Because as we breathe in, inhale through the mouth, the sound is just a little bit like the waves of the ocean. The same way that when our body moves up and down, it's a little bit like the waves of the ocean. That's why this is called the ocean breath. And close your eyes. Now let's stretch our bodies as if we had just woken up. We can try to stretch, do the movements your body's asking. Maybe hugging your knees, like this. Coming to the side. Stretch, 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 and still with our eyes closed. Try to come up. Slowly, slowly. We sit crisscross. Take just one super deep breath while you are sitting down crisscross. And I hope you are feeling just a little bit better. We're feeling calmer. I hope you all do great on your tests. You can do it. And thank you so much. This was our practice today. I see you around at school. And namaste. Bye-bye.